Entrepreneurs, if you're looking for better communication and just a higher level of understanding like you've never had before in your relationship with your spouse, this is one simple thing that you can use immediately to create that higher level of understanding between you and your spouse. Use these phrases daily. I use these phrases daily with my spouse. When you did this, I felt this, or I felt this way, and this is how it could have been better. If you say this to your spouse, let's say they say something or they do something that you didn't like or that upset you, rather than, attacking them and saying, it's your fault or you shouldn't have did this or getting upset and escalating this situation, say this phrase and bring it up to them, because your spouse, most of the time, like me, I'm not the best at articulating my words sometimes. And sometimes I say something to my wife and my wife takes it a certain way that I never intended or meant for her to take it that way. And now we realize that it's just a miscommunication. And that's really all it is that I didn't meant to hurt her by saying these words or doing it this way. It's just that's how she took it. And that's not necessarily how I meant it. So by saying these three phrases, when you did this, I felt this, and this is how it could have been better, you're opening up conversation and telling that person and giving your spouse feedback on how it made you feel. And a lot of times, if like I tell my wife something or my wife tells me something that I did made them feel bad or made them feel a certain way, I'm going to be empathetic to that situation because I love my wife. And I want to show up as the best possible husband and leader of the family that I possibly can be for her. I don't want to let her down. And by her saying this, kind of weighs heavy on my heart, but it makes me a better person every single day. And vice versa. For me also, if my wife says something, I brought up something to her a few weeks back, and I notice she constantly does this, where it's like, oh man, I'm tired, or I didn't sleep good today, or something like that. I'm kind of complaining or airing out something that has been bothering me. She would go, well, I'm tired too, and I didn't get good sleep. And she would immediately make the conversation about her rather than acknowledging how I felt first. And so she made it about her. And that really pissed me off. And I didn't know that she did that for years. And I finally brought it up to her. Hey, when you say this, it makes me feel this way. And I think this is how it could have been said or done better. And I brought it to her attention, and she was just like, holy shit, I never knew that I just threw exactly what you said out the door, made it about myself, and completely disregard your feelings. This is such a powerful thing that you can do with your spouse daily, all the time. Give each other feedback on what you guys do in each other's relationship and how you guys show up for each other and for yourselves in the relationship. This is so important, and it'll 1000x your communication and understanding in your relationship. You guys like what you saw in this video? Please, I encourage you to follow me, like, save, and share it so that I can get the word out to as many entrepreneur couples as I possibly can so that I can support them on their journey.